Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so finally we do have news on Dani Moonstar and Lady Deathstrike balance updates. So let's just get through it, but before, for those of you who are in a rush, the TLDR here is that Dani Moonstar is getting some form of tune-up, even though I'm not too convinced in the wording of it. And Lady Deathstrike effectively remains unchanged other than one of her synergies getting tuned down. Shocker's buff is delayed and no new buffs are announced. So I don't know if we can call this a win, but okay, so let's go. Dani Moonstar was designed to be primarily attacker focused, but with some minor defensive threats to play around. Her combo of marked and slow passives, as well as brand new Neuroshock Dot, was targeted at annoying skill defenders, as well as characters who utilize cheat death mechanics. In her general day-to-day matchups, we're happy with what we're seeing. Are you? Nobody's happy with that champion. The biggest, Kabam sympathizers and the people that say all champions are beautiful and they are amazing, even they say she's not doing well. The only thing that they are mentioning here is that as her damage and overall win rate here landed in a healthy spot in comparison to comparable mutant attackers. However, her performance against the defending Nick Fury is showing to be lower than we targeted, especially in comparison to other popular counters in Battle Realm. With this in mind, we are looking to upgrade her effectiveness in this matchup with her Neuroshocks as an area of interest. More info to come. So, well, that's a good thing that they're going to make that matchup better, which I kind of expected that they will do. The problem is she's, well, not doing well in many other areas to begin with. She just isn't. She's just too impossible to play in any kind of fight that isn't going up against a random Drax or a Winter Soldier with no nodes. And as an end result, what I think has happened here yet again is that very few skilled players are largely using this champion, whilst everybody else is putting this champion aside. Therefore, it appears that she's doing fine, but she isn't. And without some bigger changes, I'm not sure, if this, again, balance update is going to matter a whole lot. Especially because we don't need Nick Fury counters. Nick Fury isn't like this impregnable wall on defense in pretty much any of the metas. He's a good defender, yeah. Sure, of course he is. But with 7-star rank 2s and Nick Fury not being out as a 7-star, with more champions being more nuky, people running sunspots that are jacked up and juggernauts and, black cats and whatnot, Nick Fury is going down, much easy than some Sasquatches and Rintress and stuff for the most part. So I'm not sure. I don't necessarily. I like the fact that they are going to be obviously making her better. Just I highly doubt whether it's going to be relevant at all. And I am saying this as somebody with a rank 5 6-star Dani Moonstar. I want that champion to be good and I want to like her, and I just don't, because it's almost impossible to play her in, difficult fights. Oh, and of course, I'm sure somebody's going to say, but skill issue, but, fine. Maybe I suck, but in that case, a lot of other people do as well. Anyways, so we're getting her better for Nick Fury. Okay, we'll see how they do it. Fine. When it comes to Lady Deathstrike, she joined contest as a mutant slayer with some sneaky defensive tendencies, while her utility is focused on mutants, heal block, unstoppable prevention, unblockable prevention, and phase blocking specials. On attack, she has become a really strong generalist with impressive win rates against champions of every class. That being said, there was initial concern about the way she scales off of armor and not base attack. We investigated her scaling at different future ranks and wanted to see if it fell in line with comparables in both damage and class, which it did. Her lower rarities are substantially stronger than her counterparts, which was intended as a fun part of her design, so keep bullying Gauntlet Weapon X with this 3-star. All of that being said, we will be tuning down her synergy with Sentinel, giving him extremely strong cover this potency, the same way that we tuned down Shocker synergy with Spider-Man symbiote. Otherwise, Lady Deathstrike will be staying as is. No real issue there. I think Lady Deathstrike is a good, strong, steady champion, and I kind of agree. You always want to see champions get better, but, fair enough to Kabam here. I think Lady Deathstrike is just about fine. And now Shocker. While working on Shocker's buff, we uncovered a bug in which his damage was scaling improperly. And, it would be nice if they told us that whether his damage was, doing better or worse. Because of the scope of the fix, we are sadly pushing back his rebalance to December, where he will be accompanying Red Skull. Sandman will be releasing on schedule, so look forward to destroying those Sugar Pill defenders. Meantime, again, bug fixes should have nothing to do with rebalance. That's going to be my opinion. Bug fix is something that, again, they should work very hard for that not to happen. And, well, yeah, don't mix those things up. So Sandman's buff is delayed by a month now, and obviously, with that line there, Kabam doesn't announce any new buffs again, which is just kind of frustrating and annoying in its own right. Really? It's like, so you're doing some minor changes to Dani Moonstar, not changing the other champion, and still don't have time to do some value updates on anybody else? This entire program is getting more and more frustrating. I think initially, people were really worried that, all your favorite champions are going to get nerfed and stuff like that. That hasn't really been happening. But almost all of these tune-ups are kind of pointless. Or many of them are. And yeah, the extra buffs have completely gone away, which is just no. Like, why can't you just do your job properly? Don't release bug champions or fix them when they get bugged, and don't, use them as an excuse not to do more of your work, which is to buff other champions. Ay, 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 ay. Well, let me know what you guys think about this entire thing. Hopefully the Sandman buff's still decent though, because I really, really do like the character, and I'm still considering of ranking up Sandman as he's a Sugar Pill champion, and I have a feeling he's going to be super important for the next Lions War season. But I just hope his buff is good. That's all I want. I just hope his buff is good. Yeah. Here we are. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information